know you're a monster. I know you're a monster.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. Man, we're looking clear today. Episode 47 of the podcast. 47?
47.
47. Who is your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
So,
and what does he do? I didn't want to make the title that long, but...
Yeah. But, welcome, everybody. All the fathers out there. Big shout out to you guys. You know, raising kids. And, you know, maybe...
It's hard.
Oh, yeah. Especially with gaming.
They're expensive. They're dirty. They're annoying.
They're dirty. I mean, some of them are.
Can we do cages? Is that allowed?
I don't think you can cage your kid. I think that's known as...
But what if they like being in the cage? Is it child abuse then?
Maybe.
I'm just asking.
I guess...
For a friend.
Asking for a friend. This is why he doesn't have kids.
This is exactly why I don't have kids.
And he's not allowed near within 500 feet of any local schools. Just kidding. But... Welcome everybody to the podcast, the Nerd Talks. Like I said, big shout out to all the dads out there that, whether you're a streamer, love to play games, game connoisseur, whatever, appreciate you. You know, you guys always find your way to stream, but also still
person noticed.
hopefully raise your kid. Hey man, I know I don't look like a ghost.
Looking less like a ghost. You know why?
Because
Because I figured out how to make it look less like a ghost.
Because I was out in the sun.
That's what it is. We got kissed by the sun.
Yeah. I won't wear the hat today because it's pink, but it's white, so that's not good. So
one Nictus, one bitch, two nerds, and this is why you're not allowed on the show.
Exactly. We can't have an hour of you just roasting me.
Yeah. If you want to roast him, go to his live streams and roast him. When we do this, it's a collaborative expression of our creativity and love.
That was beautifully said. I might tear up. But... And I think you may have just gave him free range to actually go to my live stream. And he's going to go do it now, probably.
I'm just saying, he's allowed to go, when you're doing your game streams, if he wants to go and harass you and tell you how bad you are, that's fine.
I am bad, so I respect it. But how's everybody's weekend going? I hope everybody's weekend's going swell. A lot of topics, actually, for once, in gaming news. I would say it's multiple topics.
I mean, among other things, like, finally some stuff happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, because this whole Corona
world's gone crazy.
And protests and like, nothing's been going on. No. And I'm not trying to downplay any of the importance of the stuff going on in the world, but
yeah,
man, it's been depressing.
Yeah. So talk to your local therapist. So big things that are happening. I know with everything starting to open back up, it's actually been really, really cool. Seeing, you know, games start to get back into development. You know, delays are maybe kind of starting to go away. EA announced, like, this week, out of all surprise, drops a video. Like, they were dropping a mixtape or something. And they come out and they, like, Skate 4, guys. You asked for it. You got it.
Skate 4?
Yeah.
Skate or Die?
No, Skate 4.
I don't know what Skate is.
So... It's always been the meme that, you know, oh man, they need to make Skate 4. Skate 3 was so good, make Skate 4. So it's like, it's just a skateboarding game. That's all it is.
But Tony Hawk Pro Skater
is coming out as well. So
I thought that was the skate game.
It is. But so is Skate. So Skate 3, I guess, got a lot of good reviews, or Skate 2, or whatever, which one it was. And this is a great game. So Skate 4 coming out. This was a big shock. The meme has finally became true. And it's awesome.
Finally become the reality, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We also had our first ever fan art.
Yeah, I'm actually working on getting it up now. It kind of, with all the other stuff that's been going on, I kind of...
Forgot it?
I didn't forget. I posted it on social media. But I kind of want to put it on, like, up here so you guys can see it.
Yeah. So big shout out to Person. He actually made the fan art. Once he gets it up on the screen, we'll be able to show the...
I got to send it to me on my computer first, or else it's not going to work.
It's all good. I'm just going to sit here and talk, guys.
Go ahead.
This is no longer going to be Nictus Plays Games and Veracoach Stream. This is going to be just Veracoach for the next 2 seconds. But it's been really cool. I will not lie. The week has been amazing. I would say it's been one of the better weeks, and from recent past, or because like you said, the world is depressing right now.
Yeah.
All I have to do all day is play video games. Like, my life's hard.
It's so hard.
But it's been awesome. Was Skate 3 the one with the board controller? Maybe. I don't know enough about it. Like I said, this was just a meme of all memes. Like, they were kind of going under the radar with it. Nobody knew this game was dropping. Like, there was nothing for it. And when whatever you do, don't look behind you. I feel like we got this comment before. There's nobody behind me. And if there was, that would be cool. Because hopefully it's like Michael Myers. Because I want to go out like a baller.
Okay. I mean, Ted's behind us now.
Yeah, Ted's behind us. We got Yoda that's kind of creeping into the snap.
You're kind of blocking the game over sign. But it's on there. I mean, when the game over sign is on, it's game on.
But it means
we got to work on that.
But Collision, CW, welcome. Desiree, FN, thank you, welcome. Man, you guys are coming out the woodworks now. By the way, guys, we'll kind of take this moment while he's loading the picture.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it up here, man. It's gonna be fine.
You know, rookie on the
rookie on the screen
on
here.
the controls. Just add it. Just do it.
All right.
But if you guys have any questions and kind of how this podcast / show works, we answer all questions. So if you have some nerdy questions, relationship advice questions, we may not be the best experts on relation advice, but we're down to help you out. So feel free to ask questions. Nerdy things, does not matter. We answer everything. And no, we are not friends. We are homies. And we're showing you this picture now. And I'm gonna creep over here.
We're gonna just put it all over the whole screen. How about that?
Okay.
Because it's not really in like true aspect ratio for our thing. But that is the fan art that we got here.
Yeah.
From our only person who's ever submitted fan art to us.
Yeah, so this one came from Person. As you guys can see, it's got a lot of nerdy things. It's got Zelda, it's got Spider-Man, Deadpool, Rick from Pickle Rick over here.
There's a Moon Knight, Link.
Yeah.
What's
What's the droid?
I'm not sure. Who's the robot up there? Is that from Destiny?
I don't know.
And I don't recognize the thing down at the bottom either.
Down at the
Bottom right hand there. The egg in the background is from Link. I know that. It's from Zelda.
Okay.
From Link's Awakening.
I think that's a lightsaber up at the top, like
Yeah.
above your logo.
Yep.
So that's a lightsaber. We got to depict this whole picture over here. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know what it could be. Any guesses on what's in the bottom right?
Mysterio. I see it now.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah.
It kind of looked like
It looked like a shield.
it looked kind of like Vegeta, but with a glass dome on his head. It looked like Vegeta armor.
And Morty is the robot.
Okay, well apparently everybody else saw that it was Mysterio. We suck. My bad. We thought it was cool, so
Yeah, we were blown away by all the images. Seriously, it's actually awesome. Thank you so much for the fan art. That's the first time we've ever gotten that.
ever.
So we'll frame it. I don't know. Send it
It's
to us.
it's up on our social medias right now, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, but we appreciate it, and that is a one of a kind art.
That's one of a kind piece right there. Like you're not going to get that anywhere else.
Yeah. Man, it is hot.
It is hot.
But I'm also wearing a hoodie, and that was my mistake.
So he shows up today, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing wearing a hoodie and sweatpants? It's like 87 degrees outside. He's like, well, I was in my house, and it's cool in my house.
Yeah, and it's hot in here. Very, very hot. But most of you guys don't know this. Maybe you guys do. I live in the garage. So there is no ventilation.
There's no vents.
So I have to use a portable air conditioner in a very, very small room. That the portable air conditioner will cool a room of 600 square feet. I have a room that's like 6 times smaller than that. So when it says 61, it gets to 61 in my room. And as you guys may know, that's cold. Now it feels great in the summer times when it's 90 out, but it's all good. What are you doing?
I'm sharing.
You are all over the place today.
I got ADD.
I'm disappointed.
I got Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, bro. It's fine.
Can't take this guy anywhere. Maybe it's the tacos talking. I don't know.
We had Taco Bell before we got on. So.
Yeah, our proud sponsor. Just kidding.
Our unofficial sponsor. So Taco Bell, if you're listening, we will promote your show and your food and anything else that you're doing. Did you break my mouse?
I don't know. It was acting weird. But we will promote you guys, whatever you guys want. We will take free tacos as payment. You don't even have to pay us any money, just free tacos.
All right, so you want to cover news?
It's news time.
It's news time. Guys, keep tossing your questions, your comments. Like, follow, subscribe. If you are not following us on Twitch and you're watching us on Facebook, shame on you. Go to Twitch and follow us.
Yep.
If there's some streaming platform that we're on, you're not following us.
Shame, know your name. And you're not going to be a part of the Little Rascals.
But like, follow, share, all that stuff's really huge. It's really important. And if you got a stream, let us know. We'll come check you out.
Yep, we are right now in the process of kind of branching out, picking up new people, maybe some advocates. We're going to call you the Paul Heymans of our group. We're your Brock Lesnar. But seriously, guys, if you guys are, looking for a support group that is willing to support people and stuff, and, you keep your streams relatively, non-sexist,
as long
racist.
As long as it's not like hate speech and stuff.
No, I mean,
we don't do any of that.
As long as you're cool, and like I said, it's everything's under review. But you have to be consistent. That's all we really ask, and it doesn't even have to be like, oh man, I stream 7 days a week.
If you're about as consistent as us, that's probably good enough.
Yeah, we want you to be better than us, though. Learn from our mistakes.
All right, let's cover news. Like, share, follow, subscribe wherever you're at.
Okay.
France is the first one.
We're going with France.
Yeah, let's start with France.
But France is a good one.
It is a good one.
Okay.
We can just do them in order.
Okay, France it is.
I don't want to forget one.
We're going to France. Oui.
Okay, so if you take a look at this picture right here, this looks like chaos, right? It looks like some stuff going on, and there's a bunch of angry people. I wish I had more pictures of this, but it was actually hard to find clear pictures.
Yeah.
So a store in France promoted a fire sale on PS4s. Okay, now these were not like PS4 Pros. These were not like new limited edition consoles. These are just like the slimline models of the PS4, the base 500 gigabyte slimline models. And they were like, it's about the equivalency of $99 US.
Yeah.
And this happened. All of this.
Riots.
It got so out of hand that they had to actually call in the police. Tear gas was used. I don't think rubber bullets, but they ended up like pulling the sale, basically saying, JK. They apologized later on their website saying, we didn't think it was going to cause this much problems. There is a video roaming around out there of like this one lone security guard. Like, it's one guy, not a cop. He's a security guard trying to stop these people from like pushing him in through the door. When I first watched this, I was like, is this like a protest video? No, this is retail.
This is retail.
This is a retail thing. This has nothing to do with any kind of protest.
Yeah.
So, do you think that this was just like an overall publicity stunt to maybe get the store more business? Maybe they didn't have the PS4s. Maybe they never had the PS4s.
Why would you do that to the poor security guard? I mean, the security guard was about to go into battle. I mean, in all honesty,
He looked like he was willing to die for it.
I mean, my thing is, I don't think it's going to be a publicity stunt. But them to seriously sit there and think, oh, well, if we market something that's, X dollars cheaper than anything, you could say 50% off. You could say 25% off, 25% off PS4s, and I guarantee you have a line outside the door.
25% off?
Yes, because here's what you could do. You could legitimately go and buy it and then go resell it and make money every time.
My thing is how could you not think that this might happen?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm also kind of shocked because the end of the console's life is like now. Pretty much. Like, they're getting ready to do I mean, I know they're going to still manufacture games for PS4 for a few years. They did for the PS3. But, I mean...
But as
that just seems weird, right? That's a weird sale.
But as a broke collector or something like that, say you collect systems, but you're just a broke guy or something like that, broke girl or guy or whatever, alien.
This was like all walks of life of people.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, some people are going to try to buy these just strictly for the fact that they can go resell them for more money.
How many people do you think in this crowd legitimately wanted a PS4 for themselves? They weren't going to resell it. They were only going to go in and get one. Maybe they were going to get one for their brother, but that's it. Like, they were going to legitimately use them.
Less than 50%.
I think it's probably smaller than that.
That's what I'm saying. Less than 50%, guaranteed. And that's just because of the fact that, like I said, you're a money person. You can make money off this. And like you said, it's the end of its lifetime. For it to be literally like, I would say if this was something like, when a PS4 first launched or something like that, then yeah, okay. People are
$100 though.
People are legitimately trying to come in here and buy a system. But at the same time,
this kind of anarchy, I think that it could have potentially turned into, because they weren't letting them in the store. If they'd have let them in the store, I feel like it would have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been 100 times worse.
You would have had broken merchandise.
Because you remember some of the Black Friday stuff that we saw with people like trampling over people in Walmarts and stuff.
People legitimately get hurt.
I've never seen that kind of stuff happen in other countries.
No.
I've seen it happen in America, but not in other countries.
I think the worst thing I've ever seen in a Black Friday sale was legitimately just people running towards the TVs. They weren't fighting over them.
No.
They were just like, okay, you got there first. Okay, you win.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Walmart a couple times on Black Friday, and it was really chill.
Yeah, I mean,
It was super super chill.
I don't know what walks of life where you go. I need to go to the Walmart on Black Friday and just record the videos. Like you see all these videos of people literally fighting.
You need to go back and watch some clips, right, from the 80s, okay? Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Okay.
Oh my god, there was moms and grandmas and little old ladies fighting. Fist fighting in stores over these Cabbage Patch Dolls. It was like the hot, cool Christmas item that year. They didn't make enough of them, I guess.
Yeah.
And, I mean, people were selling them in back alleys for like thousands of dollars and stuff. This is the 80s. Thousands of dollars is a lot.
Like I said, Jingle All the Way is the perfect.
It was
example.
almost exactly like Jingle All the Way, but not funny.
Just like when
It was scary.
when the two guys are at Jingle All the Way, and he's like, "Do you guys have any more Turbo Man dolls?" And he sits there and laughs at him, and then he calls his buddy over and says, "This man's asking for Turbo."
He
Man."
wants a Turbo Man.
Don't worry, you can have his trusty sidekick, Booster.
Nobody wants Booster.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, gosh.
people are nuts when it comes down to like actual things. It gets crazy.
It's so weird. All right, we've seen the people get kind of crazy over this, and as the advent of the internet has, well, become a lot easier for people to use, you have people trying to buy these really limited edition, harder to find things.
Oh yeah.
And they're scalping them. And Nintendo products are the worst.
Yeah.
Nintendo will, and they do it to themselves because I don't think that they realize that some of the products they put out are basically printing money. They could sell unlimited.
Yeah.
And if they put out enough of them, you wouldn't have to worry about scalpers coming through and buying them.
And Nintendo's weird too because Nintendo always gets in these binds of they have an enormous amount of supply. You know, when the Switch came out, don't get me wrong, the Switch was very highly anticipated.
There was a lot of them though. It's not like they only
Yeah.
put out 10,000.
like stores were getting like somewhere around 20 to 25 of them.
I
each
know
store.
that when the day that they launched, there were still people that were able to go and buy one.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy. to
Not
me.
like a lot, but I mean, stores had some.
But then it goes to this phase. Nobody buys any of them. You can go find them anywhere on the block. It does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit another phase of where they're gone.
Yeah.
Gone again. And, you know, and it's going to happen again. The stock's going to go back down and you're going to go see them have it because they're going to be like, "Oh my god, you know, we're only getting like 6 of these a week."
Well, that's kind of what's been going on with the corona, right?
Yeah.
Since everybody's been at home, tech stuff, it's hard to find right now. Webcams,
Power supplies.
microphones,
Yeah.
keyboards,
Everything.
mice, computers, laptops, tablets,
Built,
consoles,
I've built 2 computers,
TVs.
2 brand new computers in the last like month or so, month and a half. And when you go in there, it looks like somebody
It looks like Black Friday.
ransacked the store.
Yeah.
And
I went into Target today, right?
Yeah.
There was not a TV hanging on the wall. Not one.
Oh, I know. And like I said, I mean, thank the Lord for that Trump check. You know, a lot of people spent their money on that. Like I mean, people got like, and the big reason is for that. You know, some people, you know, maybe if you were financially stable or whatever, you got a $1,200 check. That's like tax return for you. Bam. What are we buying?
Yeah.
Like,
what are we getting?
like people upgraded computers. People did this. People did that. It's awesome. It's awesome to see because like you see how much like tech's important and stuff like that, which I loved. And I felt really bad for people that are like, "Man, I'm gonna get into streaming this month."
Yeah, this
Haha.
this is the month for me. I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna have my breakthrough. Oh, just
And then they realize,
because not only can they not find the console.
no,
I mean, maybe a PS4. I think some of those are still on
PS4s
shelves.
you're gonna find, Xbox you're gonna find, but yeah, oh man, I need a webcam.
I need a webcam and I need a microphone and
Gone,
All that
even
stuff
more
is
gone. And like monitors.
I'm so glad that we got all of our stuff before all this stuff happened.
Yeah,
No offense.
monitors are crazy right now. I don't know if you knew this, but monitors are going for insane. Like they're sold out places, and it doesn't make any sense because you're like, it's a monitor. Not many.
Right.
I would say the average person, now maybe nerd culture is a little different, play on a TV, like an actual TV. They play all their games on a TV. None of them play on a 23-inch monitor like they're about to go pro. That type of thing, you know?
Right.
So that's what bothers me. We kind of don't realize how much we need technology until
You can't get any of it.
yeah, and people are like, "Oh my god, why do these webcams sell out?" Well, it's a 1080p webcam, 60 FPS, which matters nothing to your Zoom meeting that you have, but it's $60, and that's great. The Oculus is another one. People are just buying stuff off the shelves because one, they have a little extra cash, and plus, they need stuff to do. You can, like right now during pandemic season right now, how many things there is to do?
Pandemic season.
Go out Go outside. Now, I'm not talking go to like your local store or whatever, but go outside, walk, play games. Not even really the park. Just go outside. That's it. And then sleep, eat, play video games, watch TV. Like, there's like 4 things you can do in the world right now. And people are like, man, I need some other cool stuff to do. Like, I guarantee you the amount of games that have been beaten in the coronavirus season.
Hell, I beat 2 games last weekend, and
That's what I'm saying.
I have a job.
And he has a job. He still goes to his job.
They've never shut me down.
Yeah, and I mean it's awesome to see. Don't get me wrong, because I think it's really sweet to see everybody like getting more tech stuff, and people are like, man, I need a new computer. I need one.
Well, and the other thing that's really hurt is a lot of this stuff is manufactured overseas.
Yeah.
The parts and stuff for it, and
Yeah.
well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a little bit of experience with this firsthand because our company sells lighting.
Yeah.
And a lot of our lighting stuff is made overseas. So when all this went down, they were like, we're not shipping anything out of that country and bringing it in because we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have shipments come in like April, at the end of March, early April, and they held them off. They're like, nope, and we didn't start getting them until now.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing that's really hurting. That's why there's no stock on anything.
So hospitals. The big thing with hospitals right now, I know this is kind of another thing, this is probably the last topic for pandemic season, is hospitals and surgeries. All these surgeries got canceled.
Yeah.
So
Unless it was like really, really urgent.
they said if they worked round the clock right now to get all the surgeries back, because you still have to think, the scheduled surgeries that are for like October,
Yeah.
they still have to happen. So they said if they weren't worked around the clock for a whole year, they still would never get caught back up. And I'm like, it's only been 3 months. But then you start to think about, okay, well, all the upcoming ones
Yep.
that they're allowed to do now,
Yep.
it's different. So it's just kind of crazy to see what, that's going on in the world. Like, so many people are like, like, I need to go to the dentist, but they can't.
Well, now
it's a
it's
little
good.
different,
But
but
I'm
yeah.
telling you what, they're packed. As far as their schedules, there ain't hardly no walking stuff right now for that kind of
It
stuff.
took me, so when I went to go get an eye exam, they said I couldn't get you in for 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
On the first day they opened back up, and I was like, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
I mean, don't get me
I'm
wrong.
blind now. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, just use your old prescription, I guess. But besides the point, world's crazy. A lot of tech stuff. Don't sell PS4s for $100. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's years from now.
Unless you have the magical Turbo Man, don't sell it.
Okay, what topic do you want to cover here next?
We need a wheel. Just go whoosh. Let's go with. You see, I can't take that topic because you're excited about that one.
Which one?
I
talk about
want to
whatever.
do Last of Us.
Okay, let's do Last of Us.
Last of Us 2 came out, guys. This game, I've seen tweets, I've seen everything. I didn't get to play the first one. He has, but people say this game is awesome. 10 out of 10. Everybody's loving this game, besides one particular streamer in Korea.
I actually finished The Last of Us Part 1 last weekend.
Yeah.
Because I knew that the new one was coming out, and to me it just seemed kind of silly to buy a sequel to a game that's a story game, no less, that I hadn't finished. So I'm like, you know what? Come hell or high water, I'm finishing this game last weekend, and I did, and it was awesome. The whole game was very cool. I'll be honest, I have not had a chance to even play this. I did pre-order it, but my weekend has been kind of nutty, and I'm hoping to play it. I'm probably going to stream some of it tonight to kind of get my initial reactions. I might have some. I kind of want to get some gameplay footage of it because that was one of the suggestions. People were like, "Hey, when you guys are talking about this stuff, can you show us what it's like?"
Yeah.
Well, we're still on like the weird iffies about showing trailers on the channel. We're not sure if we can or can't. Some don't care, some do, but gameplay is ours.
Yeah.
So.
And kind of side topic, real quick, DMCA, because with the whole trailer thing, like we're worried about it because sometimes they play music in it and stuff like that, and with copyright, Twitch is cracking down hard right now. But good news is, Dragon Force has now been added to the list of DMCA free. You can't get in trouble for playing their last 3 albums.
Last 3 only.
Yes. So,
and I think anything future.
Yeah, no Through the Fire and Flames.
No.
And
it's got to be their last 3 studio albums.
The story was because...
I cannot remember the guy's
Is he the lead
name.
singer?
He is.
So
I think his name is Lee. I think his last name is Lee.
So the lead singer from Dragon Force was streaming. And he was playing a game, and he started playing his own music.
I think he was just playing songs.
Yeah.
I don't even think because like a lot of musicians right now, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. So he's just playing songs he wrote. DMCA gave him a strike, right on his stuff.
Yeah, it's his stuff. He was like, WTF? This is my stuff. It's not
Yeah.
someone else doing. It's me. I'm actually playing it.
Yeah, so they got a strike for that.
So
which-
he contacted the record company and he said, take all that out. He goes, let anybody use it if they want to. Now, from what I understand, the stuff that happened before 2014, there's about 3 or 4 albums before that. They can't because I don't think they 100% own all the stuff to it.
That's true.
Which is why he can't play Through the Fire and Flames.
Sad.
But
Sad boy
the
hours.
last 3 ones, he's like, I own all that. And he goes, and you shouldn't get in trouble. And if you do, it shouldn't be that hard to refute it because here's me on a video saying, I don't care.
Yeah, because people like T-Pain, Little Tecca, and a whole bunch of people have came out right now and like, yes, use my music.
So yeah, you can be rocking some Dragon Force.
So, but like I said, we're going to get caught up on the trailers because we would like to show you guys videos of the trailers. We just want to make sure that we're doing everything responsible.
So back to Last of Us.
Last of Us
Got totally review bombed
by users.
on Metacritic.
Yep.
At like 30,000 negative reviews on it. The critics are all like unanimously like, this game's amazing. It's great. It's the best of the generation. Considering it's probably going to be one of the last big titles to come out on PS4. It's definitely a swan song, right? And I think
So-
it seems fitting because the first one was like one of the last games to come out on the PS3.
So my thing with the whole Last of Us, like I said, I've been on Twitter. I mean, I've seen people, which not too many people are spoiling anything, but this one, everybody's loving it. Everybody's like 10 out of 10 game, 10 out of 10 game. And then I get linked this clip. It is a Korean streamer. He's sitting there playing, and he just finishes up the game. The clip doesn't start when he finishes. It's right after he puts like his whole webcam up, no game footage. It's just his webcam and chat. He puts it up. This Korean guy, you hear him click on the PS4 disc opener, comes out, ejects the disc, yells to his friend, says, "Grab me a pair of scissors," and cuts both discs in half and turns off his stream. Doesn't say a word, cuts them both, turns off his stream, and then tweets out later, translated out from Korean to English, the worst ending and the biggest waste of money. This is what he said. And this guy's he's a big deal. Crazy to think about because, like I said, this dude is the same guy that's been tweeted out like 6 hours prior.
Yeah, his whole entire playthrough has been
Amazing.
awesome.
Amazing.
He loved it.
And then he's like, what in the hell kind of ending is this?
And I've heard that. So this game was kind of plagued a little bit because there were some leaks that came out, and the bad thing about it is a lot of the people that had review copies and stuff, they couldn't deny or confirm the leaks whether they were true or not.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times that usually leads you to believe that they are. But they said that confirming the leaks or denying the leaks would basically give you spoilers in the game no matter what. It's kind of those questions, right?
Exactly.
So like I think one of them was just so and so, one of the characters, they die. And well, I can't tell you because if I tell you that they don't,
You know.
then you know, and if I tell you that they do, then you know. So it's like a no-win situation. But the actual critic scores, IGN, Metacritic, PC Gamer, all these places, they're all saying that this is a great game. IGN gave it and GameSpot both gave it a 10 out of 10.
That's my thing. To see this is
They don't normally give any games but Zelda games and Mario games, and I think Grand Theft Auto maybe.
But that's my thing with the whole fact of it is that you took a game, and like I said, this guy's tweeting out 6 hours prior, this is the best game ever. What the hell happened? Like, what can cause you to be up here and go straight down
well,
here
considering that the
instantly?
game is a 20 to 25 hour experience, and in the last hour it went to poop. I don't have my alerts at top.
It's all good. Sarah, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. But I mean, that's my thing with the whole fact of it is like, it is what it is. And I think they did an okay job. And I think if you can kind of get past the ending, don't get me wrong, it was a game that was delayed.
But we don't know the ending.
No, we don't. And like I said, people still want to play the game, and I think you should still play it anyway.
Game Informer said they liked it.
Yeah, I think
Not that I think Game Informer's opinion is any more valid than anybody else's.
Yeah, I just think the problem with the game itself is like you have to kind of use your own judgment. Because there's been movies where we've sat down and everybody, like Rambo, Last Blood, everybody's like, this movie fucking sucks. Like, this movie sucks, and I'm like, did you watch the same movie?
Did you guys watch the same movie that we watched?
This movie was
that movie was sweet.
And it's just like people are like, oh man, it's no plot. I'm like, you obviously never seen Rambo First Blood, Second Blood, Third Blood. It don't matter any blood that he's been in.
I mean, it's the same plot.
Yeah.
You don't go to a Friday the 13th movie going, man, that movie sucked because there was no plot. you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Like Rambo movies, some Schwarzenegger movies, Die Hard movies, these have all become the equivalency of horror movies. Like, you know what you're getting when you go into it. And if you're expecting like Oscar-winning theater, why are you there?
Like don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Take a movie like John Wick, for example. Beautiful movie. Everybody loves John Wick.
That was John Wick Part 1, though.
No.
But what I'm saying
John Wick
is
2 was good.
I felt like the third one was starting to feel a little bit like
Rambo.
Like it's just I loved it. I thought it was great, but it's just starting to kind of follow that same formula.
But that's my thing. I mean, guys, like, it's an action movie, and don't get me wrong, when they get a positive response, and I'm not saying that you should stop going to the movies and watching this, when they get a positive response, your initial thought is
they're going to give you more of what you wanted.
Yeah, and until it literally is ingrained in your brain, and you think you're going to be the next John Wick, like. That's what I'm trying to say. John Wick's plot is the same way.
They will always push it. How far can we go? How over the top can we go? Where people are still going to be like, you know what? I was still on board.
But that's my thing. So take John Wick, for example. So the first movie, it tells a beautiful story. So like
about a boy and his dog.
so John Wick, the first one, you know, guy filled with heartbreak. Then they come in and kill his dog. Like you can't get anywhere.
I mean, he already had like not a bunch of good stuff going on, and
like
then they kill his dog.
You can't get any worse, okay? So that's how it goes. Like,
and they took his car.
It's heartbreak, and then he's like, okay, I've been screwed over. Okay, so he gets revenge. Don't get me wrong, he gets revenge.
They didn't realize that this guy was dangerous.
Baba Yaga, yeah, like, but you take him, okay? Second movie of John Wick. Second movie is like his vendetta to come back. So he comes back, does the impossible deed again. And, you know, basically gets exiled by the guild or whatever they call it. And then the third movie is just, there's no plot to it.
It was just blood sport. It was just like, how many people can we kill in this movie?
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what you're signing up for.
Best death ever. He killed a dude with a book. I mean, it was hard to watch. It actually made me cringe a little bit. But I was like, he just killed a dude with a book.
But that's my thing. You sit there and you're like... And if you sit there and expect the next John Wick 4 to come out, and it's going to be a tale about ponies and unicorns, and not about him killing as many people as he can...
The body count's going to go up.
Yeah.
It may not go up a lot. They're not going to double the body count, but if they don't do at least what they did before...
People are going to be mad.
Because it's kind of like... That's why most sequels kind of get out of hand, because they give you everything that you wanted from the last one, but they have to up it a little bit, because if not, you complain and say, well, we already saw this. Like, you just gave us the same thing.
They're like, yawn.
Honestly, that's what you tell them that you want. You're like, I want another movie just like that one. So then when they give it to you, you're like, well, you just gave me more of the same thing. You didn't try anything different. You didn't try anything innovative.
And then you bitch. Yeah.
Then you complain. But if they take it too far, you're like, this is way too different than the original one.
Yeah.
So, like, they can't win sometimes. I have to say that I think a lot of sequels have gotten better over the years.
Yeah. I mean, remakes have gotten better. Everything's gotten better. Don't get me wrong.
People think this concept of remakes is a new concept, and it's not. They've been remaking movies since...
If they ever remake a Rambo movie...
Forever.
If they ever make a Rambo movie, I want Sylvester Stallone to come back as young Rambo, like steroid Rambo, and just kill them all. Like all I know is death. And, like, that's my thing.
Like teaching the new generation of Rambos.
Like...
That should be the next movie. It should be called Rambo Youngbloods.
That would be a good movie.
Anybody out there?
You just have children soldiers?
Just Rambo Youngbloods. It's a whole squad of Rambo trained elite killing machines.
I don't think he had any kids. He had one.
It doesn't matter.
No, he didn't have a kid.
He could just be training them.
Man, that would be awesome. I'm not going to lie.
It'd be like, you could take...
He died, though, in the last one.
They never said that.
I'm pretty sure he died.
He just sat there on the porch.
He was dead.
No, he wasn't dead.
Dude, he had like 8 gunshot wounds.
You can't kill Rambo. That was the Expendables?
Expendables, they didn't train
No,
him.
no, I'm talking about young dudes. Like young people.
Like 14...
Like, picture the plot of Red Dawn, but with Rambo.
Maybe.
Like,
but
instead of going to a high school, they graduated from Rambo's School of Killing.
Yeah, they're just training killers. But, like, Expendables, yes, they did a thing with Expendables where they took, like, a younger generation and they were, like, essentially the same people. But I'm talking, like, Expendables kind of sucked after, like, the second movie.
Yeah, the first two were pretty good, though.
Yeah, like, it was good. I mean, but it had everybody, like, what was funny about it is, like...
It had every has-been, washed-up action. I mean, they even brought Dolph Lundgren back, right?
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren.
That's the Russian, right?
Yeah. You know who else he played that a lot of people forget it that he played?
Allegedly dead.
He played He-Man in the terrible Masters of the Universe movie from the 80s. And he looked ridiculous while he was doing it. If you guys have like an hour and a half to kill and you like throwing money down the toilet, you should go watch Masters of the Universe. Okay,
Isn't that the thing from Ted?
it's He-Man.
Yeah.
It's got Frank Langella as Skeletor. Obviously before he died. But the movie's terrible. It's so bad. The acting is bad. I just don't know what they were doing. And Dolph Lundgren is terrible in it too.
Savior of the universe.
Yeah, allegedly dead. Sarah said allegedly dead.
Yeah.
You can't kill Rambo. He's
Rambo.
Rambo. It's like why you can't kill Schwarzenegger. He's been back in how many Terminator movies?
Oh my god.
Even though they've blown up his robot, they've melted it, they've squashed it. Like he just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
And how's come all the robots keep looking like him? Why do their skin look like that? I mean, it's an exoskeleton, right? You can make them look like anybody you want. Why does that have to get? I love Schwarzenegger. I'm not complaining, but I'm just wondering why all the robots look like him.
I don't know.
Let's speaking of John Wick and Keanu Reeves, let's go to this next topic up here.
All right, sounds good.
We're gonna go Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk was supposed to come out in March, and then it was supposed to come out in April, and then it was supposed to come out in September, and now they just came out and said, "Hey, guess what, guys? November."
How about November for you? Try that.
No, November. They said that they want to put a little bit more polish on it, and that's fine. This is the same company that makes the Witcher series.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the game is going to be big. It's going to be massive. It's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen or played before. It's going to feel like a Blade Runner movie, I think. Why is this Keanu Reeves? Because he's in it. He plays one of the characters. They got him to come and do the capture animation in it.
And what's so funny is he's not a main character.
No, he's a side character.
But they just made this side character useless. I just want to see John Wick. Bobby
So
Yaga.
I mean, I think he has like cybernetic arms in the trailer and stuff. But I mean, when they revealed it at the Game Awards the one year,
Yeah.
people lost their mind. They're like, "It's Keanu Reeves, yeah, that's gonna be sweet." So yeah, the game got delayed again. But good news is they came out and said that if you buy the game on PS4 or Xbox One, it's going to be from day one backwards compatible with the PS5. So if you don't get a PS5 or the Xbox Series X at launch, but you know that you're going to get one later, Cyberpunk's going to be 100% backwards compatible with it the day that it comes out.
Did you see that?
Bonus,
Oh, a bonus.
if you buy it, they're going to give you the upgraded version for free when you decide that you want the upgraded version. So this is a no lose situation.
No.
If you're like, well, I'm waiting for the next console until I can afford it.
There you go.
There you go. Just buy it now because it's gonna, for one, it's gonna work when you get it. Because maybe you don't have the money to actually get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a free upgrade too. So I say do it. I'm probably getting it on PC, but
Yeah.
I still think it's a good deal.
So speaking of Keanu Reeves, because man, it's turning Keanu Reeves.
It's the Keanu Reeves show.
Keanu Reeves and Ted, Bill and Ted, Great Adventure.
How cool! I wish I'd had a graphic for that. How cool is that movie gonna
Their
be?
new trailer just came out.
Yeah, how cool is that movie gonna be?
This week, and it's gonna be awesome.
Did you see the originals?
the?
Did you watch both of them?
So is it the same actor playing the Grim Reaper?
Mm-mm. No, I think that guy died.
Dude, it looks just like him. It's kind of creepy.
I think Death died. I think. I don't
Get-
remember.
I mean, not to be, God rest his soul, but it's kind of funny that Death died. And
I didn't enjoy the second one as much as the first one.
I loved Bill and Ted.
But I liked it. I liked the first one a lot. I didn't think that
They
the
were
second
in
one
prison or something like that. Like they go into the future and they're in prison, but they're super jacked. And he's like, "Yeah, we wrote this song in prison." It's gonna be such a dumb movie.
It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, you need to be on drugs. to
Plus
probably
that guy,
enjoy this
I
movie.
don't remember his name, but the guy that played Bill.
What?
What has that guy done since Bill and Ted? Because I can't think of anything. I know he has to have done something. Wasn't he in the Lost Boys? I think he was in that in the
I think
80s.
so,
And then after that, I don't know what happened to him.
So I never knew this. Another guy that was in
Internet people, look up the guy that played Bill and Ted's
tell
Excellent
us what
Adventure,
movies
and
he's
tell us other stuff that we may have heard of that he was in besides the Lost Boys.
So I don't know. I was kind of because speaking of these old movies that are coming back, like Bill and Ted,
Mhm.
and then we talked about Rambo. The other guy that was in every 80s and 90s action film was the guy that plays the leader of Cobra Kai Dojo. Because
he's been in almost everything.
He's in Rambo too,
Yeah, he's in that one.
and obviously
Any movie that needed a guy that had like a chiseled chin and was kind of a douche,
and a great figure.
it was that guy.
Yeah.
I actually think he knows karate in real life. I think he actually knew karate.
I mean, dude, that
Or
dude was-
knows. I don't think you forget it. I think maybe you can't do it anymore, but I think he knows
Do you
it.
think it's possible to forget karate?
I don't think so. I think it's probably like riding a bike.
I would always want to learn karate. I would want to be able to just whoop somebody's ass.
That's why you don't get to learn
But what I'm trying to
karate.
say is imagine if you need to defend yourself.
You clearly did not get the lessons from Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, Mr. Miyagi was. See, I'm just I agree with Barney Stinson on this one. That Cobra Kai Dojo got screwed. No mercy.
No mercy.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Like,
Did you know that guy that was in that movie? He played one of the Cobra Kai kids. He says the line at the one part where he's like, "Put him in a body bag."
Okay.
He's from Ohio.
Did not know that.
He's from I think he's from, I want to say it was Blair, Ohio. He's like their local celebrity, and I guess they used to go up to him and he'd say it all the time, like, "Put him in a body bag." I don't personally know the guy, but I think that was one of the only movies he ever did, and then he went back to Ohio.
Take people like that, like the dude that plays the opponent to Danielson in the movie, like Cobra Kai. Like, what did he do after that movie? Nothing. What did Danielson do?
William Zabka?
Yeah.
He did the How I Met Your Mother.
That's it.
He did some other stuff, I'm sure.
I know, but
I don't remember.
Take these like legendary movies and like what did they do with their career after? Like that's it.
There's a lot of people that because like musicians have these things, they're called like one hit wonders, right?
Yeah.
They come out, they have a song, it's huge. They might have a second song that's kind of like, man, then they fall off the face of the earth. That used to happen a lot more. But I think it actually happens a lot now too.
Well, think about like Foster the Kids or whatever, the pumped up kick song.
I like a lot of their songs though.
But they haven't come out with hardly anything.
I've heard a lot of their songs. I'm talking about like the guys that did Men at Work. They did that song Safety Dance. Now I know that they did other stuff, but do you know any of the songs by Men at Work?
No.
I know Safety Dance.
I don't know any song.
Yeah, that's the one, We Can Dance If We Wanna. You know,
We
you
Can
know the
Dance
song.
If I Wanna.
Yeah, you know the song.
Leave your
But
something behind.
You don't know anything else from it. Neither do I.
If
I
you
don't-
wanna
I don't care.
something.
This is why we don't do the Name That Tune song anymore, because I always win.
Okay. Sorry, you've been alive longer.
Sorry, you've been alive long.
All right, next topic.
Next
I'm
topic.
I'm done with
What do you want to cover next?
Oh, let's do
Land Down Under was them too.
Coming from a land down under.
Was it?
No, I don't think so.
I believe him.
Men at Work.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
That sounds like something.
Coming from
That
a
sounds
land
kind of like a dumb song they would have wrote.
The one song that still creeps me out.
They
is
have way
Hotel-
more money than me, so I probably shouldn't make fun of them.
Hotel California. Like, if you ask one person, like, I think everybody in the world knows Hotel California.
Yeah, the Eagles. I mean, it's a good
But
song.
like,
But they're probably one of the best. I'd say they're probably in the top 10 best bands ever. Ever.
Nickelback's got to be top 5.
No.
He hates
No, I mean it's more of a just from a songwriting standpoint. I think that they've the two guys in the band that write the songs. I can't remember. Their names escape me.
Yeah.
But great songwriters, just like
For sure.
pretty much Fleetwood Mac. I think that I would put them up there.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Clearwater
the
Revival.
Beatles.
Clearwater Revival. CCR. Is it CCR?
They're probably I mean they've got to be in the top 30 bands.
Oh,
Like, best
easily.
best bands, I think.
But besides the point, let's do 2 more topics.
All right.
Man, that sucks because I kind of want to cover the one. I'm gonna do the one.
We're gonna cover all of them. It'll be fine. We'll just talk a little bit less on these other
Okay.
ones.
So
Which one do you want to go to next? This one?
I want to do Star Wars. I'm gonna let you do that one.
All right.
Okay, so Star Wars Squadrons. Everything you ever wanted in a game. You ever wanted to fly one of them little pew pew machines? This is your chance. Okay, you can be your own pilot. You can be the next Poe if you really wanted to. You can be the
I'd rather be the next Luke Skywalker
fuck Luke.
or Biggs Darklighter or Wedge. Hell, I'd rather be the first or the next Jack Porkins. I mean, because I'm gonna
Was
die.
that the fat
anyway.
guy? Was
That's
that
the
the
guy that blew up. Yeah.
Was that the?
Is that the fat guy that was just like almost there?
Okay, so, but this is a 5v5 battle squadron. You literally fly ships around and you face other people.
I don't know if there's a campaign. I heard that there was, but I heard
Dude,
it wasn't really
like,
complicated.
When's the last time you got one of these games? This was like
Like a dogfighting game. It's been a long time.
It's been like so what was the actual game that actually used like actual fighting airplanes? It used to be like they used to use the World War II planes and stuff like that. I can't remember what the name of the game was.
It was just that was the only part of the game. It was like 1942 or
Yeah, something like
that.
that. But then you had Star Wars Galactica or whatever.
And they had like dogfighting and stuff in it, but that wasn't like the main appeal of the game.
No.
But in the last couple of Battlefront games, the ones where you got to control the vehicles seemed pretty popular. So Battlefront 1 for PS4 had the demo, the VR demo.
Yeah.
With where you're in the X-Wing and you make the assault on the Star Destroyer. By the way, awesome. I mean, I felt like a little kid at Disneyland. The first time I put that helmet on, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, this is so cool because you look around and you're in an X-Wing cockpit. You're
Yeah.
like, all right, that's cool. So a lot of positive response for that. So yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I don't know that they've ever done a
If-
game like this where it was dedicated to that in a multiplayer setting.
I will.
They've had like TIE Fighter and Rogue Squadron and stuff like that, but where you play with your friends, no.
Hear me out. An esports scene in this, VR only. VR only. Because can you imagine that? Like,
I think it would be cool.
because I mean, people use like the Oculus and stuff for the racing games.
Yeah.
The Gran Turismo.
They say that it actually makes them easier to play.
So imagine this: 5v5. People are locked in VR systems, just doing these fucking barrel rolls and stuff, and like. That's what I'm saying. I will probably buy a VR system just to play this in VR and get sick everywhere all
I
over
think
myself.
I think Flip the Table might be looking into getting rid of his because he has an Oculus Quest now, and he basically thinks that the PSVR sucks. So if I've talked to him because he may not even use his anymore. I don't know. I don't know how many VR games he bought. I don't know what he has.
I will give you $3 and a pack of gummy bears. That's all I got. And maybe a lost peanut from a Snickers bar that fell out.
Well, that's the thing about the game, right? So it's 5v5.
Yeah.
So that automatically is cool. And again,
Would you play with me?
I don't think that they've ever done a game that was dedicated to just flying ships that was multiplayer.
Would you be my?
I'm already getting it. Like,
Would you be my wingman?
I have already pre-ordered this game.
Would you be my right hand man? We got to find out a left squadron man, and just we'll fly these ships. We'll lead to victory.
I want to be on the Imperial side. Why do you got to be an X-wing fighter? You know what? I'll be on the other side.
You got a mouth right? Yes, I do.
and I'll kill you. So all right. So the reason that this game is kind of like making headlines and why we're excited about it is one, it looks top notch.
Oh yeah.
It looks amazing. The graphics look super good, and
I can't wait for the loot boxes for me.
but that's the thing. It's EA. There's probably going to be microtransactions. I'm hoping they're not as invasive.
You got to
I'm
play
really
200
hoping-
hours to even get on a ship.
I'm really hoping that they have learned their lessons from Battlefront 2 because they marred a great game with microtransactions.
Microtransactions
It left a
and
bad taste in people's mouths and they didn't want to play it.
and too long to get anything
To get it fixed.
fixed or even get any
Yeah.
characters. Like that, like 200 hours unlocks you one.
Have your
character.
microtransactions. That's fine.
No, seriously, like have your DLC, have it, whatever. Make people buy a $40 battle pass for all I care, and release 2 characters.
That's going to hurt a lot less because the game retails for $39.99. It's not a $60 full retail price game. So $40, and it's compatible with all VR systems at launch, and it's crossplay.
All right, hear me out.
So if you have it on PC, you can play with your buddy on PlayStation or Xbox.
Is there a collector's edition?
I hope so.
Because if there is,
I want a helmet.
that's what I'm saying.
Because if they have a helmet, I'm not even going to play VR. I'm just going to wear the helmet, and I'm going to stream it with the helmet on. You guys heard it here first. I'm going to be a pro Squadrons player.
So you should do that, okay? Hear me out. Do that, but look like the one dude. Like I hope it's not an Imperial helmet. I hope it's the Rebellion.
I don't care.
And you have to grow the stash out like that.
I can't grow
And
the
then
stash.
and then you sit there and all right, almost there. And then every time you die, like just cosplay that.
We just put a little explosion on the screen, like ah.
I'm telling you, get a green screen and put yourself. Dude, that's a great idea.
So honestly, I think this is gonna be a home run for them as long as the microtransactions aren't too invasive.
Can you hook up 2 VRs to a PS4 at the same time?
No.
Because how fun would that be? Me and you are sitting here flying together.
I have 2 PlayStations.
That is true. We're good. We're good.
I have one here and I have one over there. And when PS5 launches, I'm planning on buying 2.
I could kiss you right now.
I like people to play games with me, so I'll do anything that I can do to have that happen. If that means I got to buy 2 consoles, so be it.
Well, I know what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, next topic, because we're gonna talk about Squadrons for too long.
Yeah, that's exciting.
This is your kind of topic. You are really excited about this.
It's just weird.
And I don't know. It might be a coincidence that you like food.
It's a weird topic. Okay, so Animal Crossing. I love it. We've talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
You haven't played as much. I kind of took a short break from it. KFC.
And in the wise words of the late great Colonel Sanders, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
KFC did a promotional thing where they did their own island. There's a KFC island out there in existence somewhere. I don't know who runs it. I don't know how they got all this stuff in the game. I don't know if they worked a deal out with the Animal Crossing people. I guess the Colonel, as you can see in the picture there, actually is on the island from time to time.
That's hilarious.
And I think there's like download codes that you can get, like the QR codes to get certain clothing items and stuff. but
It's finger licking good.
it's a promotional thing that only is running for so long. I think technically tomorrow is going to be the last day, but it's gotten such a huge response. They may extend it.
If I have to dig up my artifacts for the day and it's just buckets of chicken, I'm gonna be pissed.
So I'm just saying, like, if you're on Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
and you want to go check out the KFC Island,
You
do it today or do it tomorrow, because that's going to be it. It only lasted about a week. You got to go to the KFC page, and somewhere in there you can get. Now this is Philippines only, so if you're watching this in the Philippines, I don't know if anyone is. They were giving like if you went to the island, you got a coupon for a free 8-piece. A bucket of chicken.
My question is, well, it doesn't matter. You can change your location, but it's not going to work at local North America, Europeans, or whatever stores.
I just thought that this was neat. This is a cool little tie-in promotion. I think it's weird if you have chickens that live on your island.
Like I said,
But
gaming over the last 5 years has been adaptive to so many different things. Like it's becoming more of culture now. Like
why do you think Taco Bell has caught on in popularity? Besides the fact that their food's delicious, they do promotions with Xbox all the time.
Yeah, Xbox, PS4s. I mean,
and they've been doing it since
the dawn of time.
Since PS3, Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So
Free games,
almost a
everything.
decade.
And I mean, you look at it's just like brands like Doritos and Mountain Dew. They're like,
those have become synonymous with gaming.
Every time, I can remember when Modern Warfare 3 came out, they had the limited
Gamer Fuel.
It's
a certain type of Mountain Dew. It's called Gamer Fuel. They named it that way because marketing and advertising work.
Yeah, and like I said, they had the limited edition Doritos bags that gave you double XP for 15 minutes for buying one bag.
15 minutes. That's all it got you.
You
had to go to the store,
buy
Doritos, put your code in. You got 15 minutes of gameplay time.
A case of Mountain Dew.
You want to talk about expensive DLC?
Case of Mountain Dew. But here's the thing. This is when people got smart. So they started doing that for Tostitos. Is it Tostitos? Pizza rolls? Yeah.
Totinos?
Tostitos.
I think it's Totinos.
The Pizza Roll Company. They did a promo with Call of Duty this year where if you bought pizza rolls, you got exclusive in-game gear for Call of Duty. Win-win. I mean, I don't know how that's what I'm saying. Mountain Dew is the game fuel. And they now have an energy drink that was to compete with Reign, Bang, Monster, everything. And it's in a sweet can. The cans are dope because you can reseal them. It's awesome. This stuff is amazing. Don't get me wrong. To me,
you're half off the camera.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're cut off. You keep leaning away I farted on you or something.
You probably did.
But I didn't.
But the overall itself is it's awesome. They have such great marketing, and to me it tastes just like regular soda. But I drink high caffeine stuff, so
I don't. It makes me stressed out.
But my thing is if you're a person that doesn't drink a lot of caffeine, maybe one Mountain Dew a day or one Mountain Dew a week.
If I actually drank one Mountain Dew a day, I'd probably have diabetes.
That's awesome.
Because I'm old now, right?
Diabetes.
My body. I'm old and I'm already fat. So
diabetes is the gamer achievement. That's when you reach the pinnacle. I know we have a follower in here named Tadasuyu Tari. He's on his way.
Sarah says Mountain Dew has always been my gamer fuel, and mine too. I remember playing SNES, and we used to get. It was before it was called Throwback. We got the one kind of Mountain Dew, and I would just sit there can after can. That's probably why I'm fat now. Of Mountain Dew.
Can they bring back Dew Shine?
Yeah.
Please? Then I've already won. Achievement. There you go. If you die tomorrow, man, we're going to miss you. But we're going to be man, on his tombstone's going to be Mountain Dew gave me diabetes. And I'm achievement unlocked. A little Xbox logo is going to pop up.
I just think that the creativity and stuff that went into this, I don't know how they did all of this, but I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And I told you that I think that if they keep doing things like this, I think that they're going to blow up this year and then next year, because they already had that commercial for the KFC console. I'm sure it was a joke, but it still was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next topic.
All right. Quick, everybody, grab your cameras and take a snap of Pokemon Snap. See how I did that?
I like that.
That was nice. Yeah.
For those of you guys that are still watching us, follow, subscribe, share. If you're following us on Instagram or Facebook, take a picture of you watching us and then put it up on the internet and be I watch these guys, and tag us, and then we will tag you back.
Like I said, because
it's all tag.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to be more.
We want to do this for a living. We want to bring you this show 5 days a week.
Yeah, and if we can do that,
That's our goal. Our
It's
goal is to bring this show to you guys 5 days a week and not have to actually work anymore. We don't need to be rich. We just need enough money to not have to,
To
go
survive.
to not go to our jobs anymore.
yeah. So, but like I said, guys, make sure you guys are liking, tagging, because it does help us. And you know, as we grow and stuff, like, don't worry, we remember the homies, and we'll make sure we always think of you guys. And the best post, I mean, maybe we'll do some giveaways for. We'll figure something out. You know, maybe some samples, maybe some Game Fuel itself. knows?
So Nintendo had a direct this week.
Yep.
And they announced a few things. The Isle of Armor came out, which we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Mhm.
But one of the cool things that they announced was Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Snap is an old game on the N64 that you didn't actually catch Pokemon.
Just pictures.
You just went around and you took pictures of them, and you got scores based off of what was in the scene and how many were in it, and it had a Pokedex that worked very simple, but you weren't trying to capture them. You weren't. There's no battling. There's no training. It's just pictures.
A lot of people are excited for this.
I shit you not. That's the game. Taking pictures.
But a lot of people are excited for it because they're like, man, do you remember this game like 20 years ago, 25 years ago?
It's actually like a kind of hard game to find now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit rare. It was like this weird little fluke of a game, and I don't know that they expected it to be quite as popular because they've done a bunch of Pokemon spin-off games over the years.
Yeah.
And most of them, I think Mystery Dungeon was kind of popular, and I want to say the Coliseum games were pretty popular.
Go was pretty good too.
And Go was pretty good
because that was right when Pokemon took another like flare up.
well, there's still people playing that game.
I know, but it took a flare up because of when the Pokemon.
You remember when it went out? Like everybody, we were all out. You saw everybody with their phones.
Well, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about
Pokemon Go. You're talking about Let's Go.
Let's Go.
Yeah.
Let's Go Eevee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People played it because the spike of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And
And they were compatible.
yeah, so that was pretty.
So they announced on the stream that on their live stream Pokemon Snap, and instantaneously, I love my friends by the way. Instantaneously on my personal social medias, everyone was talking about Pokemon Snap. They're like, "Oh, I'm so excited for this! I remember playing the old one. Let's do it." This is the first time they've ever done a sequel, and it's not a remake. I think it's a sequel. It's not a remaster. I think it's a full-fledged new game. And I actually have a picture of kind of what it's like.
Here you hit the wrong one.
Oops, I hit it. There we go.
Pika,
So
Pika!
like that's a picture there. Like you take pictures.
And you're gonna get points.
That's the game. I'm not kidding. That's the whole game. It's taking screenshots.
You will throw no Pokeballs. That's it. But it is a neat game. Like I said, I think I'm gonna give it a shot.
It kind of reminds me of the one game like Safari Hunter, but you don't kill anything.
I would hope not. You just go out there with a rifle and just start shooting Pokemon.
I mean, I'm on board because since I've had consoles that can play them, I buy pretty much all the Pokemon games. I have Pokken Tournament, and I'm not a big fan of fighting games because it's a Pokemon game.
you should I think you should stream this and act like Austin Powers when he's a photographer. Yeah, baby.
You know what? This is gonna be on my stream. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I want to do some streams of Isle of Armor this week, but I have so much stuff going on that I just feel like I haven't had time, and I still want to play the Last of Us.
Couldn't agree more.
So that's Pokemon Snap. They announced another game which we don't have screenshots for, which is a dental game. It's on your mobile. It's to help kids develop good brushing habits.
That's cool.
So I'm like, that's good. I have no problem with that. And then the other one's called Pokemon Cafe. It's going to be available on the Switch and mobile. And
What is that going to be, like a Diner Dash?
I think so, and it's free to play.
Awesome.
It has microtransactions, but you know how that goes. But it looked neat.
Yeah.
And then they said there's one more thing that they're announcing on the 24th, but they weren't ready to reveal it yet. And speculation is that it's going to be another Let's Go game, and it might be from the Johto region, which was the gold and silver versions, the ones that came out after Red and Blue. Which that would be cool. I'd play that.
Well, if you guys are still watching, we're gonna go to our next game,
Which is right along the same lines of it. So
the Isles of Armor.
Isle of Armor expansion for Pokemon came out, and there was a lot of controversy that happened with this when it first came out, or when they first announced it, because Pokemon up to this point has never done DLC ever. They've never done expansion passes, season passes, anything extra that you have to buy to get into the game. Everything they've ever added in post game was free.
Yeah.
You could go to a GameStop or you could download it from the internet. This actually adds quite a bit of extra content to the game. It added another almost 200 of the old Pokemon from the old games, including Jigglypuff. So now I don't even care about anything else. I have Jigglypuff, and that's all I care about.
I mean, my thing is with the Pokemon DLC, I think with a game like just the Pokemon Sword and Shield, I have to really sneeze right now, and I'm trying my best not to. Sword and Shield, it's a beautifully done game. It's a beautifully open world concept to it. It looks great. When you catch a Pokemon, you're like, yeah. Or when you're out in the wild and you see a Pokemon pop up.
Yeah.
Or you're running through the grass. Like, there was nothing worse than, oh my god, I'm walking through all these blades of grass in old Pokemon games, and you've walked over the 45th fucking Caterpie. Like, you're done with Caterpie.
It's like, how can I not see that that's a goddamn Caterpie?
Like, but now in this game, you walk through the big high grass, you see what Pokemon you're about to run into.
Well, it was like in the caves, right? Zubat. Zubat was everywhere. But, you were in that cave because you wanted to get an Onix, too.
You've cut 40...
How could you not see the giant snake Onix hanging out there? But now you can. You can see that.
So if I highly recommend, with this DLC coming out, if you have a Switch or you just got
the
one,
Pokemon are viewable in the wild.
get Pokemon Shield.
They're viewable in the wild now. There's another quality of life feature that they added that they didn't even advertise for it. So in Pokemon Let's Go and in Pikachu Yellow, your Pokemon can follow you.
Yeah.
They added that back in.
That's awesome.
So it doesn't matter. For any Pokemon that are in the game, they'll follow you. Whether they're big, whether they're small, it doesn't matter. They'll follow you.
And all the different worlds that are in this game, like you have a snow world, you have a water world, like it's awesome. The transitions, like I said, you can get lost in this game, hours lost in this game.
I had 160 hours in
But that's what I'm saying, like you can just get lost in this game, and it's one of those games, and like I kind of found that love for like Valorant right now, is like you sit there and you play, and you're like, oh dude, it's only been like 2 hours. You look at your clock and it's been 9. like what have I been doing? And that's my thing. Like I've been losing sleep over Valorant. I lost sleep over Pokemon when it first came out. I mean, I was all over the game. I was trying to beat it as fast as I could, because that's what I always do. I never beat the like Elite 8 or Elite 4 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Overall, I liked it. I thought that the post game stuff so far has been good. I haven't, like I said, I have turned the game on. I bought the expansion. I logged in. I got Jigglypuff. He was like one of the first guys that popped up, and I was like, well, expansion's over for me. That's all I care about. I didn't even know he was in.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a cool little bonus.
I was like, Jigglypuff.
I have my Eevee. I have my Eevee follow me around. I'm a huge Eevee. I like Eevee. So that's why I got the Let's Go Eevee version, because I'm an Eevee fan, even though Eevee is not very good until you evolve him into something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I know there's a story having to do with like a legendary Pokemon that you can pick like one of two different versions. He has like a Gigantamax form, which if you're not familiar with that, that's where they turn into like big creatures that you can fight with. The other thing that they added was you now will have the ability to earn this stuff called Max Soup. So your guy can Dynamax, so he can turn big. But certain breeds that have a Gigantamax form naturally, you now can give them to. It's like your old starter. They now have a Gigantamax form.
That's awesome.
But you had to give them the soup to do that.
Nice.
If you have a Snorlax and you're like, well, I never could catch the Gigantamax one, give him the soup and he will now look like the Gigantamax.
That's awesome.
one.
That's a cool feature. I mean, I respect that, because those raids are hard, and if you if you don't have good teammates or something like that, like it's terrible.
I actually made I have a level 100 Celebi that I trained who does nothing but help the team. He heals. He has an AoE heal for our whole team. He throws down a heal that heals like 16%. When you couple that with stuff like leftovers, you're healing quite a bit every turn.
Yeah.
Plus, he has like one psychic attack, and that's it. So, like, he's just a support. I went into a raid the other day, and it wasn't as hard as the Mewtwo ones. And I know that the people were like, this guy isn't doing any damage. So the only attack he has is Future Sight. So you do it, and then 3 turns later, it's like the most powerful psychic attack that you can do, and it just smashes them.
Yeah.
So out of nowhere, my guy's move goes off 3 turns later as I'm healing everybody. We walked out of there. Everyone was at full health. No one got knocked out.
Yeah.
And my hit was the last one that knocked him out. So,
That's awesome.
And it was Celebi. Like, no one plays with Celebi. So
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I guess the controversy was I don't think people understood. They felt that
They've been cheated.
they felt like they got cheated because they didn't have the full roster of Pokemon in the game.
Yeah.
The like 700 and some characters plus the new ones. And they're like, oh, well, you're locking it behind a paywall. And they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
If you have Pokemon Home, which is free, by the way, it doesn't cost anything, and you have old characters on your old games, you can upload them into the Home app, and then you can bring them to your game.
But at my same point is this. Okay, would you much rather them do it this way,
Or you
Or-
can trade.
or go out in this way? Pokemon's just gonna go. If they would have put a brand new title on this game, didn't say it was DLC, I guarantee you'd be all over this game.
I won't lie. I would much rather drop $30.
Yeah.
Get 2 more story expansions, because there's another area coming out later in the year that's very similar to the Isle of Armor called the Crown Tundra, where they're bringing in all the legendary Pokemon, all of them from every game that they've ever done. So maybe you missed catching Mewtwo, or maybe you missed catching Articuno, or I don't know, whatever,
Yeah.
Entei, or one of the legendary dogs, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I never got both versions of Kyruem from Black and White. That would be cool for me to get them.
for sure.
They're going to be in max raids.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go in and team up with your friends and fight them.
That's awesome.
The one legendary from Sun and Moon, I can't pronounce the name. It's like Zora, or it's not Zorua. It's the other one. He looks like a cat. He's electric or something. They're doing a raid with that right now, where if 1 million players defeat it, then everyone that defeats it will get a shiny version of the legendary.
Sweet.
If you have Pokemon Home, which is free.
Yeah.
The first day it launched, 280,000 defeats of that on the raid. So they were already over a fourth of the way there on the first day that the expansion came out. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I would rather this than, all right, we're going to put out Pokemon Spear. And where they used to do like the red, blue, and then yellow, and then they did like the gold, silver, crystal,
Yeah, Sapphire.
sapphire, whatever. Like, I don't want this third version, emerald, diamond, ruby. Like, I don't want this third version. I'd rather have DLC.
No, for
One,
sure.
it costs way less.
And it's
$30.
whatever.
$30 hurts a whole lot less. I can carry over with my progress. I didn't have to start over, so I'm cool with that.
I mean, like I said, if you're complaining, it's just you that complain.
Well, I think people thought that it was $60 for both expansion passes,
Okay.
and it wasn't. It's $30, and you get 2 expansion
So 15
passes.
bucks. I mean,
So, but you have to buy the whole thing. It's You either pay $30 or you don't.
but that's what I'm saying. It's only $15 of expansion, and like I said, it's going to give you a few more hours of content, a few more guys, a lot more guys.
From
to
what I understand, it's got a separate Pokedex of over 100 new characters. Now it's got some of the ones that are already in the game, and the one guy he finished it. He said it took him about 12 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He got 12 hours
But
of gameplay. That he completed the Pokedex and did all the main story
but
stuff
that's a grind. That's
That's
a grinding
12
12
hours.
hours. That's a grinding 12 hours.
for
And you-
$15.
yeah, I'm fine with that. Sorry, $1 an hour, whatever.
That's how I rate my playtime. If I got about anywhere between $1 to $2 an hour,
And fun.
and I had fun doing it, not that I hated it.
Yeah, because I mean, some games just don't have that much content, but at the same time, it's whatever. I think this was a good move. I'm glad that they did this and didn't release like another different version or something.
Because
like
we know another game's coming out.
no, yeah,
This game sold a ton.
Pokemon will forever sell. I mean, I'll probably die before Pokemon dies.
I can't believe that they've just been continuing to do the same formula all these years,
It's
and
fun.
they don't mix it up that much. You know what I mean? Like,
They add
it's,
different Pokemon faces.
it's pretty much the same game. We've been buying the same game over and over.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
They had a couple of new features,
And there's
but
people
overall,
that
it's the
there's
same.
people that legitimately just buy the other copy just to get the one legendary. That's it. That's all I do it for.
And they'll play through the entire story just to get the other legendary. They'll play through the game twice.
Yeah.
My friend Danny actually plays a very unique way. So like he'll play through the game normal, like how you normally can play it, and then he plays it this one way where when you get your team, if your Pokemon gets knocked out when you're fighting, you put him in the bank and you can never use him again. Or you Wonder Trade him away when Wonder Trading was a thing, and whichever character you get back, that's who you're allowed to use.
That sucks.
And he's beat the game like that too.
That's pretty cool though.
I was like, I kind of want to try that, but it already took me long enough to beat the last one.
I'd be so pissed if like one of my favorite ones, like, because I'm the one that like levels up one guy. Now,
Well, that's what he says that you get in the habit of doing is like you'll be way overpowered on everything that you fight.
Yeah.
He's like, you'll take some of those defensive abilities more serious when normally when you're playing you
yeah,
don't.
for sure. But that is about time for
I
us.
think that's it. That's all the news. We got it all
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Last little comment before we go. Valorant Rank starts next week. Nobody knows an official day, but the dev actually came out and said it starts next week. So see you guys on the ranked ladders. Try to grind. I appreciate everybody that came out. Welcome to episode 47, and we are out, guys. I almost missed you. Basically,
But you didn't miss us.
Yeah, Trudy.
What?
And
She's got a 10-week streak with that. It just popped up.
Yeah.
I feel like I should take my clothes off or something, but I'm not going to.
check your DM. But thank you. I appreciate it so much. 100 stars. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the stars donation, Trudy. Did the icon pop up? I didn't
Yes,
see
it did. I saw it was a little star.
Any questions before we go? We're leaving here in about 45 seconds. Well, that was probably 15 seconds ago.
But thank you guys all so much. Episode 47 is in the books. We love you guys so much. Trudy, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for the stars. We appreciate it. We're saving all of your stars. We're gonna buy something cool for the show.
Thanks for all the likes, follows, whatever. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Stay being a good dad, or if you haven't been a good dad, go be a good dad.
Try
your best. That's all we can ask. But much love. We're not dads that we know about, so
I mean,
keep it up.
I don't think so.
I don't think I'm a dad anywhere.
Well, there's something I gotta tell you.
I don't donate to the sperm bank, so we're good. So, Trudy, thank you again.
Thanks for the like.
Have a good one, everybody. And until next time, we're out.
We're out of here.
All right, let's go to the exit.